Hello, 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 everyone. It is Teresa from Teresa Pop Art. Welcome to Creative Care Fridays. I was on time today, you guys. I was on time. It's always something, right? I don't know what's going on. I don't even seem to be able to do the chat now. Whatever. So if you're chatting me, sorry I can't see. I'll come back and answer all your questions after. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. It is freezing. It is freezing across the country today. It was 36 in Florida this morning. I would hate to wake up and not expect it to be 36 and then it's 36. Anyway, good morning. I have some hearts. We're going to show you how I make these. We're going to make these into a little booklet. You can make them into a card. I have a free set of cards for you. I'm going to have to drop it in the link. I'm going to have to drop the link in the post later because I don't know why I can't do chats. Did you do your gratitude jar? So last week last week or 2 weeks ago, we did the January new paper pack that I have, and we'll be doing monthly after this, right? Oh, that was the welcome letter. We don't care about that. But this is January's paper pack, and going forward, we're going to be doing one of these a month, and then we're going to put these all together into a journal, a cohesive journal, some doodling pages, some journal prompts, some blank pages. I think we need a lined blank page because we have a lined bubble page, but I think we need a lined blank page. And then this one, this pack included instructions and tags for your gratitude jar, which I did. So if you didn't yet, you can if you'd like to. That you can find also up there on the website. I'll post it again later in this chat. So my gratitude jar with my name, little instructions on there. And so every day, no, it's not every day. It's when you think of it, when you want to, but most days, because then you know what, when you're not having a good day, you can go in here, you can pull one out, and you could be like, oh yeah, I have so many things to be grateful for. So that is that. Let's get to our project while we chat. I'm going to put this aside now. And we're doing paper project today. Last week was painting. This week is paper. So let me come over here. Oh, over here. And then over here. Put my stuff away. Okay. I started already. So because it's a little, tedious. You can only watch me fold paper and cut paper so long. I cut out, I think, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I cut out 8 sheets of paper. They need to be square. Whether or not you do 6 by 6, I wouldn't probably go smaller than 6 by 6 because then the hearts are going to get a little, these are 7 by 7, but I wouldn't go smaller than 6 by 6 because then the hearts are going to get a little bit harder to work with. But you do you. You want to do 5 inch, you want to do 4 inch, totally up to you. Okay, let's put that one aside for a second. I used a combination of regular copy paper, some cardstock for a project I was working on yesterday that did not work out yet, but it will, I'm determined. I have this other printer paper. I had this leftover cardstock. And then I had these prints from something else, which you're going to see soon enough. And so I use them as well. Okay. So let me put these aside. We don't need these just yet. We'll need one for a template. I have a pencil, a ruler, scissors, and something because you want your cuts, not your cuts, your folds to be really, let me do that. Yeah, nope. You want your folds to be really tight and nice. Okay. So I'm going to get a piece of paper. Your paper has to be square. And the first thing you're going to do is fold it on a diagonal. And you want to be as neat as possible. Okay, you want everything to match up. You can trim it later. And I'm going to just take my squeegee here. See, like this is off a little bit. I'll worry about that later. Okay, so you're going to fold it on a diagonal. Then you're going to fold it the opposite way on a diagonal. So here you have your diagonal. Then you're going to turn it over. You're going to turn it over and you're going to fold it in half. It doesn't matter which way, it's a square. So just fold it in half. So I'm lining up my edges best I can. And I'm going to use my straight edge here. And then when you open it, find where it wants to sit like a bowl. And that would be like this. Like this, it's more of like a cap, a pyramid. So find which direction it sits like a bowl. If you want your design on the inside, like on this piece, now is the time to decide that. And then you're going to have to just fold your the other way so your design is then on the inside. Okay? Or if you want your design outside, it's totally up to you. So this is how it wants to sit. You're going to bring these 2 points up, and then you're going to close it. Now it looks like a little sailboat, all right? And again, make it flat. So we have this triangle, sailboat, whatever. And this is what it looks like on the inside. Now we're going to take it and fold it in half again. Ooh, get this line. Since I want to make hearts, and since I already made hearts here, I'm going to use this as a pattern. You don't want to cut from about here down. You need something to keep this all together. Okay? You need something to keep it all together. So you want to keep this folded. I'm going to take my heart, and I'm going to do this again, but you can always hit the replay. I'm going to lay it down on here. I'm using this as a template now. The first one I just winged. I'm going to trace this. And then I'm going to cut this out. And you can do any other shapes that you want with this. You can do snowflakes. You can do a bucket. You can do a pumpkin. You can do a Christmas ornament. You can do whatever you want. And now you have your heart page. Okay. So I'm going to put that one aside. I started this one before. So let me just finish it real quick. We have our, where do we have it? Nope, we have our bowl, right? You want your bowl like this, horizontal. You're going to bring these 2 in to meet and fold in half. I'm going to get my, whatever you use. If you have a bone folder, if you have a ruler, if you have a scraper like this, a credit card, whatever. And then I'm going to fold this in half. Again, make sure it's all nice. Grab my template or whatever it is I'm using. Remember, we have to leave at least an inch here. I might have left a little too much, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Okay. Go on there. Get my Rachel Ray junk bowl. And cut. Okay. So I have another one. Like I said, the cardstock is a little harder to work with. So what is going on, everyone? I can't see comments, but we're going to chit chat anyway. How is everyone? What's the weather by you? Do you have any plans this weekend? We are actually going to a birthday party tomorrow night, which I had to inquire to see if it was a surprise or not, because getting invited to a surprise party makes me a little nervous, because I'm always afraid that I'm going to be the one that shows up, parks in the wrong spot, is late because of traffic, whatever. So I did the diagonal and diagonal. Now I'm going to turn it over and fold in half. I'm going to be the one that gets there late, ruins the surprise. You know, nobody wants to be that person. And so I texted my girlfriend last night, and thank goodness it is not a surprise. Okay. So I'm going to turn it over. And now, again, this is more like a cap or a pyramid. And then this is where it's more like a bowl. It's like that. So I'm going to bring these 2 in. And because I have 2 sheets of this, I'm going to do the same thing with these 2 as I did with these 2. These were the same papers. One has the design on the outside. One's going to have the design on the inside. Okay. I need to check something here because my screen is very, very dark. There we go. Okay. So fold in half. Again, it's a little harder to work with cardstock, and I just use this medium weight cardstock. This is not that really, really heavy cardstock. All right. And give it a good squish, good fold, whatever. Get my template that I've been using, line it up, and trace. Now, if I was doing this by myself and doing this for a project, I would do each step assembly line. So if you're going to make this, I would cut all the squares. Then I would do all the folds. Then I would do all the tracing. Then I would do all the cutting. But because I'm showing you guys how to do this one's on the outside, I'm doing it one at a time to keep refreshing the steps for you so you can figure out how to do it. But once you get it down, if you're going to make this, I find it much easier and efficient to work in like an assembly line manner where I do one thing at a time. So just a little note. But you know what? If your brain doesn't work like that, that's fine too. You do you. So diagonal one way, diagonal the other way. And I wasn't paying attention to how I started folding that one, because you see this one has the design on the outside, and because this is the same paper, I'm going to want the design on the inside for this one. So we may have to refold it at the end. We shall see. Okay, I got my two diagonals. I'm going to turn it over. Oh, it worked. And I'm going to fold it right in half. Okay. Squish. You can use scrap paper. I wouldn't suggest probably using magazine or tissue, but you can use scrap paper for this. Okay. Oh, no, it didn't work. So here's my bowl. But because this design is on the outside, I want this one to be on the inside. So I'm going to refold this whole thing. So those go like that. So I'm going to refold that way. That way. I think this is right. And then that way. Because I want my, yes, okay. So I just took everything and folded it the opposite way. So now I have my bowl like that. Let me pull these together. And this one's not laying very flat. Okay, and okay. This one is all wonky, so I'm just going to trim this up on the top. It's paper, you guys. It's totally okay. It's not going to matter. Then we're going to fold it in half. I'm going to get my scraper again. Make sure it's nice. Get my template again. You can do as many pages as you want. You can just do 2 pages and make it a card. You can make it a gift card holder. You can make it a Valentine's Day card. You can make it a pocket insert for your journal. I'm going to show you that too. And then last but not least is this last one, and it's a simple piece of paper. Doesn't matter what side I do this on. So you can do whatever you want with this. You can make covers, which I'm going to make a cover. I'm going to show you how we make the cover. I'm going to show you how we make ties to close it. So one diagonal. I wish we could chat, you guys. I wish I could see the chat. I tried everything. I restarted my computer. 2 diagonals, turn it over, and then a half. I restarted my computer. I re-added my channels. I don't know why I can't see the chat. I'm going to have to call somebody who's smarter than me after this. I have my bowl. I'm going to bring these 2 sides into meet and then bring everything together. Lay it down. Fold it in half. Again, scrape. Grab a template. Line it up. Trace. And cut. If you have any questions, just drop them in the chat anyway, and I will come back and answer them later. I like when we can chat, you guys. I can't even see who's here. I can only see numbers. It's so sad. Okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I want to put them together randomly. And I only have one of these. So I only had one page of this. I thought the buttons were cute. They're heart buttons, even though it's blue. There's blue in here. It's all good. It's all good. More hearts and more pink. Okay, so I'm going to figure out the pattern I want. So I think blue, white, pink. Maybe the bumblebee page. Maybe the heart page. Maybe pink again. Hearts. Wait, let's do hearts on the end. Bumblebees and more hearts. So let's see. So we're going to have the blue. Then we're going to have plain white. Then, nope, don't want plain pink in there. So let's switch these. Okay. So now we have blue, white. Then I'm going to have this bumblebee, be mine in there. Then the pink. Oh, I'm losing it. Then these hearts. Then more pink. Then the bumblebee, but to the outside, so that's good. And then hearts. Okay. Let's stack them up and get gluing. So I have my stack here. This is how I want it. I'm going to get my glue. Take out the pin. I'm going to turn it over. And I'm going to start gluing close to the edge as possible. I'm just going to take this one and flip it over and line it up. Oh, I did too. And line it up. Okay. Sorry, peeps. There we go. And line it up. So these are a little off. I cut this one first, and then I cut all the rest. I should have used the same template. But again, who cares? So I'm going to add more glue here. And you don't need a lot. Take my next one, flip it over. Yeah, see, that one fits much better. And line it up. And I'm just going to keep stacking these. Now, I would probably let this dry, maybe an hour, maybe overnight, and then come back and do the covers tomorrow. But we don't have time for that today, so we're just going to keep going. And I'm just going to keep stacking. And stacking. And like I said, if you only wanted to do like 2 sheets of paper or 3 sheets of paper, that's totally up to you. No rules. No rules. Just whatever you want, however you want yours to look. Okay. And then I'm going to show you how we're going to do the cover and then a few ideas of what you can do with this. So this would make a great card. Or if you made it a little bigger, you'd probably need 9 by 9 squares if you wanted to put gift cards in it. But you can do that as well. Or this can go inside your journal. Totally up to you. You can use as many as you want, as big as you want. The important part is the fold, the creases, and that you start with a square. Okay. All right, so now we have this. Look how cute that is. It's so cute already. The page is open. They're all little pockets. You can write in there. You can put treats in there. Make sure that everything goes the right way, that everything opens, is not glued together. I want everything to like open up. Where is this one? Oh, I think I glued that one wrong. Oops, not going to worry about it. Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. See, that one's on the inside now. That's why it was different. And then there we go. Okay. So now I'm going to take this and you can pick. Would this work? Oh, this will work. I can make my cover out of this. So I have this. I have this. I have this. If I wanted to use paper, if I had a really pretty printable, I can glue it to this and make this my cover. I'm not going to use that because I have cardstock. But whatever you have, totally up to you. But I think I'm going to use this. So I'm going to turn it over. And again, we want our cover to be a little bit bigger. I'm going to trace it, but when I cut it, I'm going to cut it bigger. Okay, so come down here. I'm going to cut it a little bit bigger. All right, now watch this carefully. I'm going to hold this down and I'm going to fold it loosely because we want our book to be able to open, folding it loosely and not snug. I'm going to put my thumb in here. I'm going to hold it down. And now I'm going to trace this side. Okay. So I had it here. I traced it. I held it down. I just took it and I loosely folded my cover, bent it in half, made sure this was not real snug, held my hand in here, opened it up, and traced it on the other side. And now we want a little bit of a gap because that's where we're going to hold it together. And you know what? You could erase these lines. You don't have to erase these lines. It doesn't matter. So following my line, but making my cover a little bit bigger, I'm going to start cutting out my cover. We could fold this in half, so you only have to cut it the one time if you wanted to. It's up to you. Come in here. I want that to be like the binding, and it would have been too thin if we just had our hearts like kissing there. So made it a little bit wider. And there we go. Okay, so let's get rid of that. And here is our cover. They make this up. They both have glue. So I want to make sure it fits, and I want to trim it up a little bit so it matches. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter because they're not going to line up anyway. So there we have our book, our little booklet. Ta-da! Okay. Next thing I want to do is get a little bit of ribbon. So am I going to use the organza? You guys know I like some gingham, right? Am I going to use the gingham? Am I going to use the gold trim? I think I'm going to use the gingham, and I cut a piece off. So let's get some glue here. And I'm going to glue down my ribbon. Okay. Oops. I actually, do I have a piece? I have a piece of double-sided tape. I guess I could use that and not. I don't have any. I would put a piece of Scotch tape on here if I had it, but I don't. So I'm going to put a piece of double-sided tape over this. And then this is just going to give it extra reinforcement. Okay. And I could use double-sided tape for this whole thing now, but I'm going to use glue. So I'm going to run glue and glue. Okay. And then I'm going to take and line this up and glue it in there. And give it a nice press. Oh, I know what I could do. Okay. Let's cut this in half. Okay, because I need this for the other side now. All right, this is the back. We put a little glue here. Put my other piece of ribbon. Get another little piece of this double-sided tape. If you've just hopped on with me, I cannot see comments today. I don't know what is with my software. If you have any questions, leave them. I'd be happy to answer them later. I don't know what the problem is. I tried to reboot my computer. Don't know, so didn't want to keep you guys waiting. Welcome to Creative Care Friday. I have a set of watercolor Valentine's Day cards for you. Just use the promo code CCFFREE to get those for free. And or you can use this idea to make a card. Okay, now I'm going to fold this up and glue it. So we want some room in here for our book to open. All right. I put these little ribbons here so we can, I'm going to be very gentle because my glue still has to set. So we can tie it if we want. Okay. How cute is that? How cute, 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 cute. Now we can take and we can add to it if we want. We can add, we can decorate it, we can do whatever we want. I'm trying to look at the scraps I have here. You know, I like ripped paper. So I'm going to rip me some of this paper here. Maybe layer a little bit on the front. We'll see. That might look good. Let me see what I'm going to put first before I decide. I don't really have a whole bump of, oh, but I do have these flowers. These flowers will look pretty. I'm going to cut them out, but not like completely fussy cut, just a little bit around the edges. Just to give it the shape, but we don't have to cut them out completely. All right. So cute. So we can put these, we can put this. I can put this down here and then start layering. That looks cute, right? You can use your glue stick for this or your glue that you already have out. It's up to you. I might as well use this because this is what I've been using. Glue that down. A little more up there. Glue that down. We can take this and trim it if we wanted to, all around. We could have even, I could have taken this and trimmed it on the inside in between and sandwiched it in between if I wanted to. That would have looked pretty. But nonetheless, I did not. So I have that, I have that. We can cut out some of these hearts. There's one. So I have a silhouette cutting machine, and my silhouette should be able to cut out all these shapes just by a press of the button. Wouldn't that be cool? So I played with that yesterday, and I couldn't get it to work, but I reached out to my buddy Melissa, who is a silhouette guru, Silhouette School blog, and Silhouette University. Silhouette U and Silhouette School blog. She's amazing. And as soon as I hear back from her, I'm going to be in business. But right now, we're just going to cut these out. So if you join me, we are making this little heart booklet. You can go back and watch the replay. I cannot see comments today. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's too cold. It's too cold in New York. It was freezing in Florida. Maybe it's too cold. I don't know. But today is video day. So I'm not going anywhere. So now I can take and I can glue these little hearts on. I can layer them. Here we go. Oops. There we go. Oh, I know what I'm going to put there. You can take these, if you do these hearts or anything cut out, you can take them and fold them in half. A little hard to see, right? You can take it and fold it in half. You can run a little bead of glue on here, on the fold, and stand them up too and make it 3D. If you're going to put this in your journal, it won't work as good. But right there on the fold, and take them and stand them up. I have 3. I'm going to do 3. Okay. Oh, did I mess that fold up? Yeah, a little bit. So last week I went to this, I don't know if you saw my reel or not. Last week I went to this in-person junk journal event. We made vision boards. It was in Brooklyn. It was the coolest event, you guys. We got journals. We created the vision boards. It was really, really good. I would love to host an in-person event like that here by me. So that's what I'm going to be working on because I think it was really cool. A junk journal event. I think it was really cool. Let me put my glue away for now. I'm going to put a little bit of bling on here. Let's see what I have. I have a bow. Oh, I have these 2 little bows. So these are from, I just forgot. Which bow do you like? That one's too blingy, I think. That one's big. I think I'm going to use this one. Aren't these really cool? Look how fun this is. Look how cool that is. Isn't that beautiful? So I have a code for these as well. These beautiful gems, rhinestones, faux bling for our projects. And put that right there. So here's my cute. Isn't that adorable? So adorable. So cute, cute. Okay. All right. Put that away. Now, if you wanted to, I have my February in here somewhere. January, February. If you wanted to, you could tuck this in. I could tuck this right in. Oh, off the page. I can tuck this right into the middle of my junk journal. Glue it into, I wouldn't have done the cover then if I was going to do that. Or I could just glue it in like this. Can glue it in like this. And then it opens. You can leave it standalone for it to be a card or a journal on its own. Totally up to you. Whatever you want to do with it, however you want to do with it. Isn't that cute? So what do you guys think? Let me turn you around. There we go. Close that up. Put my bling. And here is my little heart book. Again, you can make this as ornate as you want. Make sure my pages aren't glued together. Open it every once in a while. Make sure your pages aren't glued together from when you stack them and glued them. And I'm going to leave this. I'm going to put this under like maybe something heavy, a big book or something. Let's tie it. I think I can tie it now with a nice bow. And how cute. Doo-doo. How cute is this? So anyway, I will post the links. I will come back and answer any of your questions. I don't know why I didn't have chat today. So sad, so sad. But that is it. Thank you guys for joining me. I will see you next Friday or before. If you haven't gotten January's download, I'm going to be making this one this afternoon, so I will put that video up for you guys and let you know when it's up and ready. Love you guys.